How was the interview with Andy?
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Yeah, good.
She got a really good story, amazing story, and some pretty funny things. But the best part was we got in the car, I picked her up and we got in the car, and then as we were driving I just had the camera on and we were talking.
Yeah.
And it was just like, it was a lot of fun, like talking about Bruce Lee and Wing Chun and stuff like this. It's like, wow, really random conversation, but it was a lot of fun, so I want to put that up too. I'll give you a look, I'll show you.
Yeah, sure.
Here we are, we got DJ Bardi Girl, not the party girl, the Bardi Girl.
Without makeup.
That's right, and we're heading to the studio. We're going to do Drop Dead Studio. Here's my studio. We're heading to the studio and we're going to do an amazing interview, and I can't wait to hear Andrea's story. It's going to be pretty cool. Yeah, do you realise that this girl is a martial artist? Almost black belt, yeah?
Yes.
I was the same. I was almost black belt, you know.
Yeah.
I think I had brown belt, 3 black stripes, and I got distracted and went boxing instead, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Which I didn't regret. It was really cool, but it would have been nice just to get the black belt and finish that off, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was almost a black belt in Taekwondo.
Yeah.
And yeah, it sort of kept me. Yeah, it gives you confidence, and
it does, eh?
It does. It gives
so
you
much.
confidence.
Yeah.
You don't go around beating up people, but at least if you do get into a fight, you know that you could beat them up.
Exactly, mate. Yeah. You got confidence. Exactly right.
Confidence.
You're not just a useless victim, you know.
Oh yeah.
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 Yeah, that's right. And they can kind of tell that something's going on. You're not just an easy hit. They can tell you're relaxed and you're not panicking for some reason, and something doesn't quite add up here, you know. I might just leave this person alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think just being on the human rights stories and stuff that I've heard a lot of, it seems like those criminal types prey on the weak. Prey on people that can't defend themselves.
Yeah, I agree.
And I, what I really love, my brother, who's also a martial artist, but he does Wing Chun, the Bruce Lee.
Oh, Wing Chun's amazing.
He does that.
Yeah, wow.
Wow. And my brother's like built like solid. He is solid.
Yeah.
He and I did a little bit of sparring once, and his arm is like a tree trunk.
Yeah.
Like it's solid.
Wow.
You'd probably, if you're a female, anyway, if you don't have a lot of muscle on you, you'd break your arm on him. That's how solid he is. And
you like tree stumps on his arm.
And he, it's my brother Mike, and he, one of his purposes is to train up females.
Wow, that's
in
cool.
Self-defense, because we had one of his favorite cousins, Aboriginal female cousins, died through physical abuse from her partner up in the northwest area.
Yep.
And he was like in grief about that.
Yes.
And so I think from that it became, I believe that's how his purpose formulated. It's like he wants to train up females, especially Aboriginal females, but he wants to train up females on how to have self-defense.
Yeah, good guy. Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, that's cool, eh? Wing Chun's like, there's a couple of young guys doing it when I was up in Newcastle. We were doing we started with the traditional karate, and these guys, Loopy and a couple of young guys are doing Wing Chun, and these guys are like unbeatable. They were like little monkeys. They were like, they were just great, and they were really upturned. They were smiling and having fun, and they just looked loose and relaxed. You know, It wasn't like it's a really non-serious kind of a martial arts. You know, it's not really solid and rigid. Yeah. That's what I found. It's really flowing and loose and relaxed, and really got like the yin yang of the martial arts involved in it. It's a philosophy, you know. Yeah.
Well, if you listen to Bruce Lee's theory on it, he says it's like water.
Yes.
Like everything flows.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to be water. Be water.
Be water.
You know?
Yeah.
And I really like listening to his theories on that.
Wow.
So, and that's kind of why I think they're quite flowy and
Yep.
very loose, because it's like it's not hard or stiff, you know.
I'm going to take that for the next week.
Yeah.
I'm going to be water.
You're going to be water. Going to go with the flow.
Chill out, loosen up, go with the flow. That's right.
Be like water.
And just anything comes, it can just go straight through me.
That's right.
Whatever, you know. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Bruce Lee's just like how many years, and he's still spoken about today as the master of masters. You know, they compare any amazing new upcoming talent as the modern day Bruce Lee. This is the Bruce Lee of boxing. This is the Bruce Lee of martial arts. You know, but Bruce Lee was Bruce Lee.
Yes.
Yeah, very cool.
Well, if you look at his one of his films, Enter the Dragon, I think it's one of my favourites, where he goes up to various levels.
Yes,
and he fights a different style of fighting as you go up each level.
Yeah.
And he's got his yellow suit on, you know, and he's got the nunchuckers and you know.
Yeah,
what do you
that's
call
right.
it? And anyway, where he does that whole, there's one scene where he does the whole thing with the nunchuckers and that. There's this video of a little Chinese toddler. He's got to be 2 or 3.
Yeah.
He's dressed in the yellow outfit similar to Bruce Lee, and he's got the little nunchuckers.
Yeah, he's going, eh?
And he does the whole performance exactly like Bruce. Exactly.
Wow.
You know, to the point where he licks his thumb like that. And he's like,
it's probably Bruce, mate. He's like, I'm back.
I'm back. Yeah.
I'm back. That's right. Just grow this body, and here we go again.
Yeah, it's so cute.
Yeah. Well, how long ago was that? The footage?
I think I watched that. I've seen it a couple of times over the last couple of years. Yeah.
I'll have to see it. I wonder what he's doing now, this kid.
Yeah. Don't know.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting.
It would, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, martial art. Talking of martial artists and boxers, and it's just like it's such a, which is boxing's martial arts, you know, and it's really, you got such a reality when you're talking with guys that have done it, have trained and fought and competed and so forth. It's just it's a different thing. It's such a non-bully sport.
Yes.
It really is, you know. I'm sure, like, you get a couple of thugs, as always. This is just like life, but it's such a and it really attracts the sort of guys that despise that bullying type of attitude. It really attracts the type of guys that do well in it.
Yes.
And they're the type of guys that do stand for. They stand for what human rights stand for, you know? Yeah.
Well, interesting you say that, because when I was at school, you see various kids at school, but when I went to Taekwondo classes, you'd see the actual children from school that learnt Taekwondo, right?
Yes.
And there weren't many from our school. There was only just a real handful, like 3 or 4 of us, or something like that.
Yep.
And there was one guy I saw, and he was above me. He was a brown belt. He was way above me at that stage. And
Yes.
I was sparring with him, and I got him right in the side, right?
Yeah.
And
up under his floating boob,
yeah. And then when we went to school, he saw me, and he was one of these boys dressed in the boots, the army jackets.
Yes.
Tough boy.
Yeah.
But he didn't actually fight. He was just a tough boy.
Yeah.
And he was with some other tough boys, and I happened to be walking by, and he points at me. There's the girl that kicked my ass.
He was proud of it, eh?
Yeah.
She got me. She got me.
Yeah. So we became friends.
That's awesome. Yeah. Comrades, yeah. Comrades in arms, and just like the guys. That's
I've
right.
never related to him at school at all.
Yes.
Never.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Awesome, mate. Well, that was good. The interview's done now. We can go home.
Oh, great.
Awesome,
Lucky
mate.
I don't live too far from here.
So here we are at the warehouse. We're going out to the studio, and yes, it was a quick trip. That was the whole trip just about. We put it on. And,
That was great.
We'll do another interview on the way home if we can't stop talking.
Okay,
Right.
Mike can't stop talking.
Exactly. Let's go upstairs and get it on. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, bye. You do not know, maybe. And so, and of course, we believe, the various trees and animals and places, sacred places. And so sometimes when you go to an area, it's always good to pay respects to the spirits of the land there. Okay? So everything goes well.
Yes. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
No accidents. where we went to, because I know my dad would check the schools before we went to them.
Yeah, good guy.
Make sure there was no drugs and no social workers.
Yes.
But where it comes to like, okay, let's give them a drug.
Yeah.
To handle something that maybe really isn't a problem, like let's look at the underlying problem.
Yes.
Let's go deep. This is what we do. We go deep.
Yes.
Look,
yeah.
Find out. Don't just stop at the first. Who was it? I was seeing a doctor of mine, and I go, oh yes, I'm a bit upset about something today. I just made this one comment.
Yes.
She said, would you like me to write a prescription for you? I said, for what?
Her eyes lit up, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some antidepressant. I said, no, thank you.
Yeah.
I'll be okay in half an hour.
That's right. I'll get over it very quickly. Thank you.
I'll get over it quickly.
Yeah. She went, damn, there goes my residual income.
She did. She
that would have been a quick subscription.
She missed out on that holiday
Yes.
to Queensland.
Yes.
There happened to be something there. So as I was throwing it in, I tripped and I fell in. 4 years old. And
straight in the hot coals.
Straight to hot coals. What happened is the body went in, the spirit went like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the mid up.
Yeah.
20 feet in the air. And in society you have to behave this way or that way. You have to conform. And I say just be yourself, have compassion, have love, find out, if you're curious, find out what's happening with that person.
Yeah.
If you are curious about it. Or find out how you can help them. I don't know, like,
yeah.
That's my message, is help one another and have compassion.
Andy, that was awesome. Thank you so much for doing the interview with me.
Yep.
The first female on the ropes.
Yay!
Yeah. It was a great interview. I can't wait for you to hear it and listen, because the data in it is amazing, and the stories that Andy's got from her childhood and growing up, and just like, wow, talk about a place to be born, hey?
It was a dream.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for this wonderful afternoon.
You're welcome, mate. I'll see you soon.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Andy.
Okay, bye.
Woo, that was cool.